In the last class, we have studied zero order reactions, first order reactions. Regarding first order reaction, we have defined what is a first order reaction. A reaction whose rate depends upon the first power of the concentration of the reactant is called a first order reaction. And in first order reaction, we have derived an expression for rate constant or integrated rate equation, and then graphical representation, half-life period equation, etc. So today we will have some notes. So note number 1, for a zero order reaction, n equals 0. Then what is T of? T of equals initial concentration divided by 2K, or what is the meaning of this one? T of is directly proportional to initial concentration. So for a zero order reaction, n equals 0, T of is equal to R naught by 2K, or T of is directly proportional to initial concentration of the reactant. Similarly, for a first order reaction, n equals 1. So what is the equation for half-life period? T of equals 0.693 divided by K, or T of is independent of initial concentration. That means half-life period for a first order reaction is independent of initial concentration. Similarly, for second order reaction, n equals to T of proportional to 1 over R naught. That means half-life period is inversely proportional to initial concentration. Similarly, for third order reaction, n equals 3, then T of is proportional to 1 over initial concentration to the power of 2. That means T of for a third order reaction is inversely proportional to the square of initial concentration. So in general, for an nth order reaction, n is equal to n, then T of is proportional to 1 over R naught to the power of n minus 1, or T of is proportional to R naught to the power of 1 minus n. So this is the general expression for T of for an nth order reaction. So now we will know what is a second order reaction. What is a second order reaction? What is the definition? The reaction whose rate is directly proportional to the square or second power of the concentration of the reactant is called a second order reaction. The reaction whose rate is directly proportional to the square or second power of the concentration of the reactant is called a second order reaction. That is minus dR by dt, we will call it as a rate of reaction is proportional to concentration of R to the power of 2. So this is for a second order reaction. If the rate of reaction is directly proportional to second power or square of the concentration of the reactant, it is called a second order reaction. So you will be example, saponification of ethyl acetate. Saponification of ethyl acetate, and the reaction can be represented as CH3COO C2H5 plus NaOH. You will get CH3COO Na plus C2H5OH. What is the molecularity of this reaction? Molecularity equals 2 because 2 molecules of reactants are taking part. And what is the rate expression? Rate expression equals minus dR divided by dt. It is rate of reaction is equal to K into concentration of CH3COO C2H5 to the power of 1 into concentration of NaOH to the power of 1. The rate of this reaction depends upon the first power of the concentration of ethyl acetate and the first power of concentration of sodium hydroxide. Therefore, what is the total order? Total order equals 1 plus 1, that is equals 2. So it is a second order reaction. So this is first example. Coming to second example, so H2 plus I2 gives 2Hi. Here molecularity equals 2 because 2 molecules of reactants are taking part, and then rate expression. So to calculate rate expression we need to calculate order we need rate expression. Rate expression minus dr divided by dt is equal to K into concentration of H2 to the power of 1 into concentration of I2 to the power of 1. Therefore, order is equal to 2. It is a second order reaction. So you will be asked, define second order reaction, give example. Examples are saponification of ethyl acetate and the formation of hydrogen iodide are the examples. Now let us study the overall view of zero, first and second order reactions. Overall view of zero, first and second order reactions. So coming to the order, first one, zero order, first order and second order. What is the reaction type? Reaction type, R gives P for zero order reaction. Here R gives P, here also R gives P. And then coming to differential rate equation. Differential rate equation. So what is the difference? So these are all the general reactions of the type R gives P, R gives P, R gives P. What is the differential rate equation? That is dRP minus dr divided by dt minus d concentration of R divided by dt is equal to what? This is called rate of reaction is equal to K into concentration of R to the power of 0. For a zero order reaction, this is the differential rate equation. Similarly, what is the differential rate equation for first order reaction? Minus dr divided by dt is equal to K. What is K here? It is called rate constant. Rate constant for zero order, rate constant for first order is equal to concentration of R to the power of 1. This is for first order reaction. Similarly, for second order reaction, minus dr divided by dt is equal to K into concentration of R to the power of 2. So, this is the differential rate equation for zero order, first order and second order reactions. Then what is integrated rate equation? Integrated rate equation. It is an integrated rate equation or expression for rate constant. So, we have derived integrated rate equation for zero order is K equals concentration R naught, that means initial concentration minus concentration R, concentration at any time t. So, this is K equals R naught minus R in square brackets divided by t is the integrated rate equation for zero order reaction. Similarly, integrated rate equation for first order equals 2.303 divided by t log of R naught initial concentration divided by R in square brackets. So, this is the expression for rate constant for a first order reaction. Similarly, for second order, K equals 1 over T 1 over R naught minus 1 over R. So, the derivation is not there for you. So, simply you have an idea of this one. So, zero order and first order reactions are very important for you. I will give extra information regarding second order reactions. So, this is the integrated rate expression. Then coming to the unit of K, unit of rate constant. What is the unit of rate constant for zero order reaction? Unit of K is equal to mole liter minus 1 second minus 1. What is the unit of rate constant for first order? Second minus 1. Second order, mole minus 1 liter second minus 1. So, this is the unit of K. And then coming to integrated rate equation in the form of straight line. Integrated rate equation in the form of straight line. Integrated rate equation in the form of straight line for zero order reaction is R equals minus KT plus R naught. So, this is the integrated rate equation. When this integrated rate equation is arranged in the form of a straight line, you will get this equation R equals minus KT plus R naught. So, here integrated rate equation in the form of straight line is log R equals minus KT plus log R naught. Log R equals minus KT plus log R naught. So, here 1 over R equals kt plus 1 over r naught. So this is the integrated rate equation in the form of straight line for zero order reaction, first order reaction and second order reaction. And then coming to the plot of R versus T. The plot of concentration versus time. Concentration versus time. What graph you will get? So this is concentration R versus T for a zero order reaction. So you will get like this. So here this gives R naught and slope equals minus k. Slope equals minus k. So here, so this is log R for first order reaction. So remember, you have to plot log R versus T. So you will get a similar straight line. The intercept gives log R naught and the slope equals minus k. So here for second order reaction, if you plot 1 over R versus T, you will get a straight line like this. The intercept gives 1 over R naught and the slope equals k. Slope equals k. So this is the comparison of first, second and third order reaction. Then we will continue half-life period, that is T off. What is half-life period for zero order reaction? T off equals R naught, initial concentration divided by 2K, that is T off is directly proportional to R naught. T off is directly proportional to initial concentration. So for first order reaction, T off equals 0.693 divided by K. What is K here? It is rate constant, or T off is independent of initial concentration. And then coming to second order reaction, T off is proportional to 1 over A to the power of 1, that is inversely proportional to T off is inversely proportional to initial concentration. So T off is proportional to 1 over R naught, not A, R naught, initial concentration. And then graphical representation of half-life, that is plot of T off versus initial concentration R naught. So if T off is plotted against initial concentration R naught, T off is directly proportional to R naught, so you will get a straight line like this. So if you plot T off versus R naught in case of first order reaction, what is here? T off is independent of initial concentration, you will get a straight line parallel to x axis. And then if you plot T off versus 1 over R naught for second order reaction, so T off is inversely proportional to 1 over R naught, you will get a straight line like this. So, and lastly, plot of plot of rate versus concentration R. Plot of rate versus concentration R. So for first order, zero order reaction, this is rate versus concentration R. So rate for first order reaction, rate is independent of concentration of reactant. Therefore, you will get a line parallel to x-axis. For first order reaction, rate is directly proportional to initial concentration. So rate versus concentration, not initial concentration, you will get a line like this. So for second order, if you plot rate versus concentration square, you will get a straight line like this. So this is how we can compare the overall view of zero order reaction, first order reaction and second order reactions. So now we will study what are pseudo first order reaction. They are also called as or pseudo unimolecular reactions. So these are important. What is the definition? A reaction whose order is 1, and molecularity is 2 or more. A reaction whose order is 1 and molecularity is 2 or more is called a pseudo. Pseudo means false. Pseudo first order reaction. Pseudo first order reaction. They are also called as pseudo unimolecular reaction. Pseudo unimolecular reaction. So reaction whose order is 1 but molecularity is 2 or more are called pseudo first order reactions. Example number 1, acid hydrolysis of ethyl acetate. So how do you represent this equation? CH3COO C2H5 plus H2O in presence of mineral acid H plus, you will get CH3COOH plus C2H5OH. Here molecularity equals 2 because 2 molecules of reactants are taking part. But what is the order? To determine order, we have to write the rate expression. So rate expression equals minus dr divided by dt equals k into. So by the experiment, it is found that the rate of this reaction depends upon CH3COO C2H5 to the power of 1 and concentration of H2O to the power of 0. Therefore, what is the total order? Total order of this reaction is equal to 1 plus 0, that is equals 1. So the order of this reaction is 1, molecularity is 2. Such reactions are called pseudo first order reactions or pseudo unimolecular reactions. So even though there are 2 molecules of reactants, the rate of this reaction depends upon the first power of concentration of ethyl acetate and it does not depend upon the concentration of water. Therefore, it is a first order reaction and molecularity is 2 and hence it is a pseudo unimolecular reaction. Coming to another example, inversion of cane sugar. Inversion of cane sugar. So what is the reaction here? So C12H22O11. So this one is sucrose. C12H22O11 in presence of water undergo hydrolysis giving C6H12O6 plus C6H12O6. One is glucose, another one is fructose. So here what is the molecularity of this reaction? Molecularity equals 2 because two molecules of reactants are taking part. And then what is the rate expression? Rate expression minus dr divided by dt equals K into concentration of C12H22O11 to the power of 1 and concentration of H2O to the power of 0. Therefore, order equals 1 plus 0, that is equals 1. So, order is 1, molecularity is 2, hence this reaction is also a pseudo first order reaction or pseudo unimolecular reaction. Reaction whose order is 1 and molecularity is 2 are called pseudo first order or pseudo unimolecular reactions. So, either two we have studied the effect of concentration on rate of reaction. So, we have studied the factors which influences the rate of reaction. What are the factors which influences? Concentration or pressure of reactants, temperature, catalyst, nature of reactants, etc. We have studied the effect of concentration. Now, we will start the effect of temperature on rate of reaction. So, what is the effect of temperature? So, increase of temperature increases the rate of reaction. So, when the temperature is increased, the rate or velocity of the reaction increases. So, how the increase of temperature increases the rate of reaction? This is because increase of temperature increases kinetic energy of the molecules, of the reacting molecules. Number 2, increases collision between reacting molecules. And number 3, increases the number of activated molecules. And fourth one, decreases the activation energy of the reaction, decreases the activation of energy of the reaction, and hence rate of reaction increases. Rate of reaction increases. So, we know increase of temperature increases the rate of reaction, decrease of temperature decreases the rate of reaction. So, in general, increase of temperature increases rate of reaction and vice versa. So, why increase of temperature increases the rate of reaction? So, say for example, this is a reaction containing molecules of A and molecules of B. So there are so many molecules of A, so many molecules of B. If a reaction between A, B2 takes place to give C plus D, first, if temperature is increased, kinetic energy of the reacting molecules increases. If the kinetic energy increases, collision between the molecules increases. If the collision increases, these reacting molecules acquire additional energy and the molecules are converted into activated molecules. So finally, if the temperature is increased, activation energy of the reaction decreases. I will tell you later on. So all these factors makes the reaction rate to increase by increasing the temperature. So now it has been noted that for every rise of 10 degrees centigrade, for so many reactions, for several reactions, for every rise of 10 degrees centigrade or 10 Kelvin, the rate of reaction increases by 2 or 3 times. So what is the meaning of this one? We know increase of temperature increases the rate of reaction. To what extent increase of temperature increases the rate of reaction? By the experiment, it is found that for several reactions, for every rise of 10 degrees centigrade, the rate of reaction increases by 2 or 3 times. So now we will have an important definition. What is temperature coefficient? What is temperature coefficient? What is temperature coefficient? This is important. Say for example, if Kt plus 10 is the rate constant of the reaction at temperature T plus 10, then Kt, rate constant of the reaction at temperature T. Say for example, Kt, it is the rate constant of the reaction at temperature, say for example 100 degrees centigrade. If the temperature is increased to 110 degrees centigrade, this is K 110, this is divided by K 100. Rate constant of the reaction at 100 degrees centigrade, rate constant of the reaction at 110 degrees centigrade. So the temperature is increased by 10 degrees centigrade. This ratio, the ratio of the rate constants of a reaction differ by 10 degree temperature, 10 degrees, is known as temperature coefficient. So what is the definition? Write down: the ratio of the rate constant of the rate constants differ by a temperature of 10 Kelvin is called temperature coefficient. The ratio of the rate constants of a reaction, differ by a temperature of 10 Kelvin is called temperature coefficient. That is Kt plus 10 divided by Kt is called temperature coefficient. It is approximately equal to 2 or 3. So this is the rate constant of reaction at temperature T, rate constant of reaction at temperature T plus 10. That means temperature is increased by 10 Kelvin. if the temperature is increased, the rate of reaction or rate constant increases by 2 or 3 times. This is what is known as temperature coefficient.